They're calling him Pablo Escobar.
Oh, my gosh. No,
Have you
they're
seen
not.
a picture of him?
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
like McLovin. He looks like, that's who he looks like, McLovin from Superbad.
Mm-hmm.
So his real name is Agostino Abatello, but they called him Pablo Escobar. So he's accused of supplying cocaine to Penn State fraternity members. 24-year-old Penn State accounting student. Obviously, you got to know how to do money before you do that.
Accounting.
You don't have a dum-dum do that.
Mm-hmm.
He's made the dean's list for 3 semesters in a row.
Of course he has.
And he's now being accused of being the very top of a massive cocaine operation tied to 2 fraternities. That is wild. Everything is alleged. I want to say that again.
Of course.
Except for the nickname. I think that's his nickname.
Pablo Escobar.
Mm-hmm.
This needs to be a movie.
And it might be,
Quickly, please.
depending on if they're guilty.
Nah, just develop the
And
storyline.
just start on it now and hope.
Yeah.
He supposedly alleged, I'm going to say everything's alleged, he was involved in trafficking and traveling from New York to Philadelphia to get cocaine, bring it back to the school. One co-defendant called him the largest distributor of cocaine at the school. One witness told investigators they paid him more than $50,000 for cocaine. The investigation, called Operation Drugs Unlimited, resulted in 14 people being charged, 13 students, 1 dad. Some of this stuff we knew already, but the headline's his nickname.
So they've had their eye on him for a minute.
I would think if they're going in and busting him, they have all their T's crossed and I's dotted and nickname ready.
Okay, see, this is a movie. I wonder who undercover was rushing the fraternity.
Well, what happened is an undercover cop bought from one of them, and the guy was like, "Oh, the head is this guy," and told on the guy,
snitch.
Escobar. And the one dad that got busted is a prominent attorney.
Yeah, he's a lawyer.
Like a huge attorney in Pittsburgh or something like that. And the fraternity brothers, a couple of them borrowed money from this guy to go on spring break. And when they couldn't pay back the $1,500, guess what?
They made him cut the drugs.
Time to cut the drugs and distribute the cocaine.
Yeah, if the pledges couldn't pay, or what I read was that's how they made their money.
Wow.
Okay.
Was he made them do that?
Better than chopping heads, but yeah.
I know, but yeah, you're one day away from that. These people.
And they're college kids, right? So they would graduate to that eventually.
Let's hope not, but you never know.
To what?
To
chopping heads.
The real deal drug dealing.
Wait, you two said 2 different things.
No, chopping heads. That's what I mean.
Oh, that's real deal drug dealing, chopping heads?
That's what you hear about cartel stuff.
And I heard that the guy had already the head lived in a $1.5 million house, and he's 24.
Dang.
Can't show off. That'd be the hardest thing about being a really rich criminal, is that you can't show it off. And not that I'm looking to show off any money, but if I'm having to drive old, beat-up cars, I at least want a nice sedan.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
That works.
It's like there'd be signs.
Yeah, you need a couple. So that's the latest on that.
This story's
wild.
fascinating.
And I would bet it's happening in other places too. Maybe not exactly the same, but I was also picturing Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill going in.
21 Jump Street.
Yeah, like trying to just blend in and be like, what's up,
Infiltrate.
fellow kids?
Yeah, yo.
So there's your update there. Post Malone, Blake Shelton. Here's Pour Me a Drink. Hit us up if you want. 877-77-BOBBY. That's our number. Glad you're here. This person wants to be anonymous. I'm assuming it's a guy, and he says he was arrested in college for the same thing the Penn State guys are in trouble for. I don't know your name, so I'm just going to call you Phil. Hey, Phil, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Bobby. How are you?
Doing pretty good. So what can you lend to this story?
Well, I got arrested for distributing cocaine in college. I hired an attorney. I was looking at 40 years in prison.
40 years.
Wow.
Oh.
Are you still there?
Or felony count.
Okay.
No. What happened was I did about 6 months of house arrest, and I'm a free citizen again.
How long ago was this roughly?
This was back in 2003.
Oh, you've been free for a while then. You're free. You've been free for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but
Long time.
That's like I don't know why I was thinking he was older and calling from like the 80s or something. But this is when we were in college.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
he,
what,
he probably dealt to you.
No, what? I've never even seen cocaine. Where'd you go to college?
Well, no.
he don't
We're not
know.
trying to
Oh,
identify.
yeah. I'm sorry,
He's
Phil.
anonymous.
This is Phil, guys. Phil.
Amy's like, what's your social? And send us a screenshot of your face.
Saying his college isn't
No,
going to give him away.
What region of the country was your college?
Okay.
It's the Southeast.
Okay. And so how did you get involved in that?
I liked cocaine,
Oh.
and I found a way to get it and sell it, and have a good time.
Did you ever feel, though, maybe you couldn't pay back whomever you got to pay upward to, your boss? Did you ever feel like maybe they would chop your head off?
Well, I had an option when I was arrested to rat out other people. I chose not to do that for my own safety.
For your
wow.
own safety, I get it, because I'd have ratted like crazy. But if it's my own
Sure.
safety, maybe I wouldn't have ratted.
Wow.
Okay. But you didn't have to serve any time. You got 6 months house arrest for not, like, how did that happen? You went from 40 years to 6 months at home?
Yes, ma'am.
Good lawyer.
How? Yeah, how?
Pretty good attorney. It cost us a fair amount of money. Yeah, good attorney. First offense.
First offense, too.
Oh, so how much money were you making being that you're a college student?
I wasn't making enough money to even justify it. I mean, I was just getting my dope for free.
Oh.
So he's doing it in the trade-off. So how'd they catch you?
Guy wore a wire on me.
Like a
And,
buddy?
they had it on. A customer of mine wore a wire.
Dang.
And they had it on video. They staked. There was a stakeout. They had video of it, audio from the wire.
Did you know immediately?
they had,
did they rush in and be like, we got you?
No. The funny thing is, Bobby, is I moved to Europe for about a year, and they knocked on my condo door for about a year looking for me, and my roommates kept telling them where I was, and to leave the house alone, and they eventually, when I got back into town, they eventually came and found me. But
So that wasn't worth extraditing you from wherever you were?
I would assume not.
Yeah. And did you spend nights in your bed going, oh my God, I'm going to jail for 10, 20, 30, 40 years?
I mean, it was stressful. Yeah. I mean, I was worried about it for sure. 4 felony counts. I mean, I got a rougher sentence than what I was expecting, to be honest, Bobby.
Wait, the 6 months house arrest was rougher than you expected?
Yes, sir. I mean, my attorney thought we could get off of this completely scot-free.
Because you hadn't been in trouble at all before?
Correct.
So
Yes,
do we
sir.
all get like one free pass?
I
It
guess.
sounds like we can go and just like go crazy and then be like, well, that's the first one. I mean, wow.
Well, so I have a question about your dealings. How would they go down? I mean, you met the guy with the wire, but like, where were you doing it on campus, and how were you were you sneaky about it, or was it not that big of a deal?
Most of it was done at my my residence.
Oh.
A few times I would go meet somebody in a parking garage, behind the building, that kind of usual drug deal kind of situations.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Did you ever feel like there was some inevitability to it, meaning you're going to do it, but eventually you're going to get caught?
100%. Yeah, Bobby. I did. I knew I was going to get caught one day.
Did you have to deal with cartel, or was it who was your supplier?
Well,
He rats him out right now. Eddie's wanting you to rat him out right now.
It's been years.
Be generic. Be general.
Let's see, what was his initials?
But it was just like a person.
It was a guy.
Yeah, we just don't know.
He supplied the entire kind of part of the state that I was in.
Yeah, that was my question. We don't know the chain of command, like how they divide up territories and how it works. And I assume back in 2003, was there not the worry that there is now about the fentanyl?
No, there was no concern about that.
Yeah,
no.
because I would just be so scared that I was going to be distributing the next cut of something that was going to kill somebody.
What about baking powder?
Yeah, you have to be really careful nowadays with that stuff.
What about like they were mixing the baking powder so the cut wouldn't have to be as pure?
Well, by the time it got to this particular university, it had already been cut. So it was up to me whether I was going to cut it again or not.
Maybe cut off a little for your own and then put a little baking powder in there, save a little for you.
Well, it's not baking powder, but yes, sir.
Yeah, felt that.
Huh.
That's crazy.
Oh, so baking soda.
Sugar.
Yeah,
Baking soda, no.
powdered sugar. It doesn't even look
Everything
like
starts
it.
like fizzing.
Okay, are you clean now?
I've been clean for 2 years. Yes, sir, Bobby.
Well, congratulations on that. I'm sure every day is difficult, and I can respect the fact that you are going through it, and hopefully you're staying out of trouble, right? I'm assuming if you're calling us now, you haven't been in trouble in a while?
I've not been in trouble in a while, no, sir.
All right, fantastic. Hey, I really appreciate you lending what we didn't know to this story. What do you think about when you hear those Penn State guys doing that? Like, what comes to mind when you hear that story?
Well, I mean, it brings back some bad memories. I mean, I remember, when I was arrested, they came into my bedroom, 6 of them, guns drawn, to pull me in, and I'm sure the same thing went down with these guys. It's pretty traumatic going and spending. I was locked up for about a week or so before I could get out and get an attorney and get everything sorted out. But I think with these guys at Penn State, I think that since the media is all over it, they're going to get a worse sentence than I did.
Yeah.
But this is happening across schools all across the nation.
But they all have cool nicknames.
Yeah,
like Pablo Plejkavar. That's a pretty good nickname.
Sure, there's campuses have the different people that are working to distribute, but do you
This was
think
a massive operation.
this, like having the pledges cut and sort, I wonder if that's more specific to this case, because that would be, that's the part I can't wrap my head around, is kids are like finally going to college, they're like, I'm going to get in a fraternity, and then they're like suddenly drug dealers.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
that quick.
Hey, we really appreciate the call. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.
Got it, Bobby.
All right, see you
All
later.
right, guys.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Dang. Hey,
Phil?
caller of the day?
Yeah.
For sure, caller of the day. All right, back second. I want to go talk to Duffy, who is on the phone now in Boston. Hey, Duffy.
Boy,
You're
good morning,
on.
studio.
Morning.
Yeah, I was calling in regards to how old you were when you had children. Me and my wife had our son when we were 18. We got married at 20, had a baby girl at 21, and Friday we'll be married 44 years.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's just a different life. I'm going to be 113.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's, he gets to be young and have
You're
kids.
Methuselah.
And yeah, I'm 1,000 years old, man. So, yeah. Yeah, what was your point, Duffy?
To make you feel bad.
Yeah.
I was just following you. You were calling. I'm from Boston. So you don't have to be from a small town to get married young or have children young. We've been together for 47 years.
Crazy.
It's just he's my best friend, and that's it.
Well,
that was all I was calling to say.
No,
that
I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm giving you a hard time, and I love that for you. And we were talking about, my mom got pregnant at 15. My biological dad was 16 when she got pregnant. And so it was weird having such a young mom. And then Amy's story was kind of funny.
Their dad.
Oh,
Dad.
man, yeah.
Just go listen to the podcast.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
And
But you
know
kept
what?
saying it.
I know, but that's just
God rest their souls. You kept dragging them into this. Both of them.
I don't
My
think you'd ever
parents
said all
were-
that.
They're what, really?
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, this is my family history
I agree.
that I am embracing, and both of them are no longer with us.
That's
so
why I said God
therefore,
rest their souls.
I feel like I have the freedom to say
You're right.
what I want to say.
Yes, and I think
And they were wonderful people.
I agree. And
My
I
dad
think
had just had his own unhealed wounds, and he saw it out with women.
Interesting.
why do you keep doing this?
Yeah,
Like, I encourage everybody to go to our podcast, search for the Bobby Bones Show. I thought what you're sharing was new to us and vulnerable and super relatable to a lot of people. But it's just funny because you just kept throwing, like, it's an odd form of child shame. Shade.
Oh, yeah, I don't have shame.
Shade.
That's their
I said it wrong.
shame to
Yeah.
carry.
No,
if
no,
they had it,
If they did, they're dead. They don't.
they did. No, my mom asked for forgiveness. Did I ever tell you my mom called her ex-husband and asked for forgiveness?
Not your dad.
No, because see, remember, well, people have to go listen, but they were married to other people. And then later when my dad left my mom for somebody else, she realized, oh, wow. So then she called her ex-husband and said, you know, I never apologized for what I did. And I want you to know I'm sorry. And if you'll forgive me.
Never been a better time. If you've never listened to a podcast, to go and search for the Bobby Bone Show podcast today. It's free, by the way. It's totally free. Wherever you get your podcasts, iHeartRadio, any of the other ones, just go search for the Bobby Bone Show, hit subscribe, and we definitely experienced some time in family land. Amy and I both.
Mm-hmm.
So, boy, what a day. All right, check that out. Back in a second.